Hey everybody, it's Wednesday. It is What Not, Why Not time. It is the weekly show where we help new sellers on the Whatnot platform to get them better, to get them more prepared, to get them ready to make some money. Yeah, so this week we've got some cool topics and some interesting people backstage. We're going to bring them in one at a time. All right, here we go. First up, it's the What Not, Why Not marketing and accounting guru. It is Skipping Stone.
Hello, everyone. It's nice to be back. Nice to see everybody.
Bud. Bud. Wise. Bud. Bud. Wise. Bud. Bud. Wise.
Next up, we have all the way from Florida, but he's used to be in a proper place called Buffalo, New York. He likes to take 12-inch long Salem hot dogs. It is Omen Biz.
That's foul. Thanks for having me. See everybody. Thank you for being here as well.
Bacon?
No, I want my bacon. I gotta tell you something. Bacon is good for me.
Bacon is good for me, but I don't associate with that New York negativity no more. I'm a pure Florida man.
Lies.
And we've got another north of the border crazy socialist, just like every other Canadian. It is Alien Warrior.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Ain't no socialist, though.
They say, oh my God, I see the way you shine. Take your hand, my dear, and place them both in mine.
Hey, guys.
We have a newcomer. It is Veronica Tot Comics.
Hello, guys. I don't know why. I think I still have the Virgo on my stuff. Sorry.
That's okay. No worries. All right. We also have the New York State of Mind back in 1854. It is Joey DWW1.
Yay!
Go, Joey. Go, Joey.
Oh my lordy, lordy,
That
lordy.
poor computer.
And last but not least,
Oh no, I'm
least for sure. Yeah, he's here too. It is T. Ryder.
Hey, I have arrived and kissed my ass, Joey. We're going to start it off.
This place sucks! No! No! I think it's about time Castle Grayskull had a makeover. Why don't we start with a tampon machine? No!
Oh, no.
How's everybody doing tonight?
I'm just super weird.
Good, buddy. How are you?
Oh, my favorite Canadian. Alien Warrior's here.
Why did you call his ass then?
I will say this, though, before we start.
Good to see you.
I'm going to give props to Santa. I had a question for him. Of course, he fucking messed it up twice, but eventually he got it.
I didn't. Yeah.
Third time's a charm.
At first you don't succeed, go have a beer and try it later someday. All right.
Funny.
Okay, so we're going to go around the horn just like we do every week. And because we've got quite a few people this week, I want a good or a bad. So we're going to go with good versus bad. Tell us what you saw and whatnot that was either good or bad. Starting with Skipping. We'll just go around the horn.
Okay. I know this has nothing to do with nothing, but I was so happy to see Zilla back.
Never heard of him.
That was the highlight. That was the highlight of this week. And then of course, I had Michael back, and it was like, oh, I'm feeling complete. I'm feeling complete. So that's my highlight.
Well, of course he's gonna beat him with a giant candy cane. That's
Okie dokie. It works.
all right. Omen, what have you got for good versus or good or bad this week?
Mine is a bad. It was the whatnot infrastructure and the freaking app and its glitches and the technical difficulties just drew me up a wall this week. I just got off a rate train about an hour and a half ago. My screen went blank in the middle of the show. Had to restart it.
Nice.
So that was a fun one. I was running too. I mean, my camera was live running. I'm talking to myself, and then someone finally chimed in the chat and said, "Are you running anything? We can't see you." I just had to end the show and restart. But yeah, my camera was running. I would have had no clue if nobody in the chat told me. So whatnot glitches is going to have to be my negative for the week.
Oh, no.
Right.
All right. Alien, good or bad this week?
I can definitely sympathize with the Omen there on the bad. I'll go with the good, though. Maybe I'm a late bloomer, but I finally see that A Quiet Place is now a comic book. I've been waiting for this for years since the movie come out. And so I'm really stoked about that. IDW Dark. Yeah. So that's my good.
Nice. Oh, we lost Punisher again. Veronica, what have you got? A good or a bad?
I have nothing but positive to report. I had a very good week. I didn't see anything crazy. I haven't heard anything crazy.
Okay. All right. Joey? Anything?
Well, I'm gonna go with the bad right now, and it has nothing to do with the whatnot app itself. It has to do with people creating raid trains, and you all know. I mean, Punisher's been with me in a raid train, and we all know how it's supposed to work. And I guess you guys have been there also. But I mean, to have 35 people in your room and then raid the next person, and then for the next 7 shows have anywhere from 5 to 10 of it in it because they're not doing it correctly and they don't want to, fundamentally work to engage the chat or the group or anything. It's no good. So I won't be doing raid trains with them anymore.
Oh, no.
It's just ridiculous, it's crazy. But everything else was good this week.
Nice.
Yay.
So I got the good and the bad in there. Ha ha.
Mr. Punisher.
Well, I want to make this clear before we start. I am going to give a good and a bad. So,
well, are you now? Well, how about I just
go ahead. Go ahead, you bald son of a bitch.
Yeah, that's right. Ooh. Oh, all right. Okay.
Oh, he's
hold on
today.
Yeah, he is.
You want to waste more time? I could have already had mine done. I see how you are.
Wait. Complain like a little baby.
All right. We're going to start with the good. The good, I want to give a shout out to Tom's House of Comics and Miss Filthy Hobbities, because I want to tell you, they put together the Horror Haunt Con this weekend. I know Veronica was in part of it. And I want to
Yes.
tell you the little bit that I was able to jump into the rooms. Filthy, Tom, all you guys were all on top of it. It was exciting. You got to see a lot of crazy, cool books, and everybody was seemed to be very, very excited to be part of it. And I saw a community that came together and really brought something amazing for an entire weekend. Usually, like Joey just said, like trying to keep a raid train together, something to do something for an entire weekend was absolutely amazing. And congratulations to you guys. It was absolutely special. For the bad, well, I saw some serious glitching, like Omen said. I saw somebody running an ASM 300. All of a sudden, the whole screen went out and the bidding's going on. And luckily, it got up in price. I've seen just people being ridiculous and crazy because, you know, they didn't win bids and want to cause sellers problems. So again, if they're causing you problems and stuff like that, it's not in fun or not part of your community, boot them the fuck out.
I definitely have to agree. My bad.
Just say it. Just say it. Punisher was right. Just say it one time.
Punisher
was
is
right.
Can have you more?
Simon
Punisher was right.
says, go play in traffic.
Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. This has to do with ASM 300 as well. There was an ASM 300 run about I want to say half an hour ago. Newsstand. And I'm seeing people that know what they're doing, have been on this platform for I don't know how long, should know better, but are bidding it way past where the hell it should be. And they're winning it. I'm like, there is no margins. And I think I said it to Punisher the other night. People need to learn margins. When you're paying for the same amount on a raw book that you can buy it for in a 9/8 slab, you're doing it wrong. Or at least you're doing it wrong if you actually want value out of the book. If you're doing it for fun and whatever, you be you. But it astounds me. So
Did you know the person, Flat?
Do I know the person that sold it, or do I know
bought
the person? Yeah, I know both. Yeah.
Did you send them a text to say
Yes.
over FMV?
Yes. I said much over FMV. It was my exact thing. And he's like, don't care. I'm like, okay, well, whatever.
Wow.
Yes. But whatever.
Do you think it has to do with gambling addiction?
Truthfully, I don't know. I really don't know. Maybe you get caught up in the moment. I said it wasn't high enough grade for me. And he's like, well, it's good enough for me for now. And that's fine too. But when you're spending, you could spend $50 more and get so much better a grade. Like, it's just, I know the, no grade is better than, or low grade is better than no grade, but I just say that's for quitters.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah, go ahead, Joey.
The person who bought it, was it the seller or was it the person who bought it that you got really, because of the FMV and stuff?
Oh, I don't get mad. I'm saying
really you're frustrated.
Yeah, I'm frustrated at the seller, because I don't care about the buyer. I know personally really well. Like, okay. I mean, like, right. Really.
That's what I wanted to know. Gotcha.
Yeah. No. I'm not mad at the buyer. Get as much as you can. He didn't do anything unethical. The seller did nothing unethical. Neither did the buyer. Buyer just bought it past where the market claims it should be. But again, that doesn't mean anything. So I mean, you do you be happy. It's just frustrating because I'd like to see more people get better deals.
And do their due diligence.
That's all. But either way,
I think what happens, Santa, honestly, is people maybe get a certain amount of money, or they have this book maybe they've wanted, or they see something that is that magical thing that pops in their eyes, and their brain starts thinking, oh, I'm going to get this today. I've seen it on eBay for this. I've seen it on other shows for this. And they get into the moment. And what happens is they get to that moment. Okay, I'm going to spend $600 only. That's the max I'll go to. And then they see it at 605. And they go, well, it's only going to cost me $5 more. So they go to 610. Then all of a sudden it gets, well, you know what? I'll go to 640. And then they get it for 640, which the book was only really worth 550. So that's where I think the problem is, and why they're overpaying is because they get in their mind that I wanted it now, and this is what I'm going to get it for, and I feel that I'm going to get it for the best price at this moment, even though you might be in much bigger circles, I feel, and seen a lot more books, but a lot of people may not. And the thing about it is, they may have only seen it on eBay or seen it in certain shows, like say Robot Monster Island or those kind of shows where they getting a premium for some things, and all of a sudden they're like thinking they're getting a deal, which you have seen it possibly in multiple places for a lot cheaper. I think that's what we're seeing.
Could be. This buyer is also a seller too, so that's what I'm saying. He knows better, and it's not like he's got starstruck, whenever. Because I've seen him buy $3,000 books. Right.
We've also seen people trying to swing their, around, trying to act like they're the big dog in the show.
Yeah, I guess. I like both the seller and the buyer. Right, I'm like, it sucks seeing somebody do that.
Tony made a really good point in the chat. The differentiation between FMV and auction value is something we're really starting to see prevalent with Whatnot and these, over FMV auctions. It's just the auction value, I suppose.
Yeah, but you also you got to look at it where
the dopamine rush and.
People also look at the auctions, like you said, and relatively you can't take into consideration any of the auctions. It's only got to be buy it nows when you look at eBay.
Correct, but even with the sales, even on here, we're talking about overpaying, but there is a whole lot of underpaying on Whatnot, and trust me, we get deals that we shouldn't way under FMV. So if you can't, and Tony, you're absolutely correct, because it's not enough data. The FMV is not enough data, right? We're going on just the data that we have. That's eBay.
Yeah, so I want to make 2 points on this, guys.
Yep.
After you, of course. Okay, so one thing I've had a customer say to me, "Hey, can I just get that Web of Spider-Man 32? I've been looking for it forever. Just sell it to me. I just want it right now." So I've had that happen. So to Punisher's point, we'll give it to me right now. Another thing is the cost of money. Money has lost so much value, and look at what's going on in bonds. Bonds are rising, so the cost of money is going up. So maybe this is what they're doing. They're just like, give it to me now. And as the guy said in the chat, 10 years, it won't matter because inflation.
Hey, the money's not going up. It's not worth as much as it used to be because there's so much of it.
The dollar is very devalued.
Yes.
So let me ask you a
3
question.
cents now.
Yeah, so we all go and look at eBay. Is there any other place to go and look at pricing that is more cohesive to what we want it to be?
Yes.
Go collect GPA. There's
price charting,
cover price, GPA.
All right, you got too many people mentioning stuff all at once.
Sorry.
He's a slow writer, guys.
These old
well,
slack off
My
joints.
comicsshop.com is a good resource for
Which is
some other auctions that they do. They do live auctions as well.
yeah, cover price,
Cover price.
GPAs.
Cover price is not good either, because cover price takes from eBay, and if there's an auction price of $1, that's what it's the going rate.
Yes, but FMV is done over an average. That's why you get your 30, your 60, your 90-day averages.
Yeah.
Right?
So
It's not just last sold. It's also your 30, 60, 90-day averages. So being able to take those averages and work with it. That's why I said you take cover price, you take GPA, you take eBay
GPA,
listings,
okay.
you take GPA is more for slabs. But yeah,
Have
no,
you guys ever heard the joke? There's a bunch of guys, women in a bar, and they're all like, let's say construction workers, real blue collar folks, right? And they're having their beers after a hard
Why don't we
day's
say
work.
they're all postal workers?
Yeah, they're all postal workers. Okay. And then in walks Bill Gates. Suddenly, the entire income average is now $1 million. But none of those folks are millionaires. It's just the averages. So that's something to keep in mind, too.
Okay. So, all right.
Well, okay.
There's some other factors you need to look at this too. Okay. So, say, for example, a book sells let's say an average book sells for $100, right? But then you have those people that their lifestyles have changed and they may need some money. They might take that high grade and undercut everybody to try to get the first sale on eBay or to try to get their items sold. So there's a lot of other factors into it, because sometimes when you see a book on average go for between $200 to $400 based on condition, and then you see this person go, "Oh, I got a 9.8 for $199."
That's why you use the averages, because again, it should use even better is take out your least and your most expensive and throw that out immediately. That takes aliens situation out of it too. That's what I'm saying, is just get better data, get better. Yeah, right. Like, I mean, that's usually what it is. Throw out your lowest, throw out your highest, go with your average rather than your median. Right. Again, it all comes down to using math that works best for you. Right.
And what's one thing you taught me, Santa? What's one thing that you preach to me more than anything else?
Patience.
Patience. It's not, unless it is a rare, like hardly any available, a lot of these books will come around again.
Yeah, they are not rare. There are very, very, very small amount of actual rare books when it comes to comics that we deal with. People are like, "Oh, AF-15, it's a grail." Well, it is kind of to some people, but you can go to almost every big con and see at least one or two Amazing Fantasy 15s.
I've seen 7 at one con.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're not, like, again, patience is, you will find it. If, as long as you've got the money, when it comes time to pounce, you will see it come around again, and you will be able to buy it. Usually,
but I feel that people usually pull the ripcord too fast in order to buy something.
That's a good point, Santa, because me and you, I'll give an example. Me and you went around Baltimore looking for a Zelda 1. We went booth to booth to booth asking for it. Not a single person had it there, but we seen multiple AF-15s. We've seen First Batmans. We've seen all these other big books, but we didn't see that.
Mm-hmm.
You want to know something? I went to one of the, like 7 different comic shows, and I was looking for the Mario Brothers, and I didn't see one of those at all anywhere. And if you're going to talk about rare books, like you said, the Zelda and the Marios, they're very hard to get because people don't want to give them up.
You'll get them. When I'm talking about like real rare books, I'm talking about ones that are There's less than 50 in existence. There's books like that only come up every every 20 years or so for sale. If you're lucky, like big, like I'm talking like action ones and stuff like that. Those are real rare. They're rare. But anyways, let's move on to the topic number one, and that is other selling options. Since we're all talking about whatnot, what are the other options for newer sellers that to give a try to on whatnot, or if they're not finding whatnot to be their taste, there are others. We're going to go in reverse. I'm going to just pick random. Let's go with Alien. Alien, what do you know that they can try that's outside of whatnot?
All right, the risk of saying them all, I'll just say one so that other folks can say others. But basically, I have 3 channels. I use eBay, Whatnot, and Shopify, and I amalgamate them together in Shopify. So I have one source of truth. That's where all my books are. Website, I pay a monthly fee. That's part of my business expense, at CapEx, I guess, or OpEx it would be. And there's other platforms you can apply to that if you're not into the live, like being in front of folks and on a camera live stream, you can sell offline like a Shopify or like an eBay, right, where you can list it and have it listed over a few weeks or months and that sort of thing. I already mentioned it, so I'll mention it again. mycomicshop.com is another one. They're based out of Texas. I've been using them for quite a while, probably over 25 years. They've had a website, and they have auctions as well, and you can do commissions, and I think they're called commissions, right, where you list it, or consignment, excuse me, is the word. So they do consignment as well. And I also mentioned Comic Link. That's for the big boy books that Flat Earth was mentioning, your AF-15s, your Action Comics, your first detective comics, and that kind of thing. Those are really, really big books. And the last one I'll mention, hopefully others can pick some out, is Heritage Auctions. That's also a big one for books, big books, as well as lower keys, like we were talking ASM 300. That's all. I don't want to take everybody's time.
Yep. No. Omen?
There's a lot of good ones out there that I've seen popping up. Palm Street is one of them. I recently came across this one. Comics aren't really on there yet, but that's not to say that it isn't possible. There's plenty of categories on there already. District is another cool one. It's like a marketplace of marketplaces. So let's say you sell clothing, you would join their clothing marketplace and sell only on there. So it's much more niche. But there is a lot out there, so I suggest everybody go out and research and take advantage of these new different platforms to get in at the ground level and kind of secure your spot. So in the off chance that it does blow up or become the next big thing, you're already there. I also don't like, building a mansion on rented property. Whatnot could make any major change tomorrow and we can all be SOL. So while I love the app and the community right now, I can't invest 100% full stock into it out of, personal financial security and safety. So I encourage that for all of you, even if you switch to just eBay and do some, 5 listings a day, that adds up to 100 listings after 20 days. So take those baby steps and do the work so that, you and your business are protected.
Nice and good advice. Definitely don't put all your eggs in one basket. Okay, Veronica, what have you got?
First off, Omen, that was very good. Don't build a mansion on rented land. Beautiful. Gonna sit in there myself. I'm gonna use that one.
I love it.
So definitely eBay. eBay is the OG. You have established collector market. The inventory is searchable. You have long-term listings like everybody else said. Where Whatnot is the live energy, the entertainment. Definitely a community. Very strong community. So it's really that social media / sales platform, which I got a little drawn to that. You can sell on Instagram. This way you get networking, branding for your business, direct collector relationships. So yeah, peer-to-peer. I've heard things about Macari. I don't know if I said that right. Which is this casual selling. I thought it was for clothes, but apparently people are selling books. Heritage Auctions, Comic Link. I do buy a lot of stuff from them. And that is where I do my peer-to-peer. Because you have I deal with a lot of older customers and they don't like the internet. They don't want nothing to do with it. They don't want to buy nothing on it. They don't want to give the devil their credit card, okay? So they call me, can you find this book for me? Can you buy it in this price range? And I find it. And then they give me a 10-15% buyer's fee. So that's one way I do it. And I've been doing it for decades. That's it.
Yep.
That's all I do. And
Yeah,
your
no.
own website, because then you control your branding. Nobody else can do anything about that. That's you.
Yep. Yeah, Mercari's the one you're talking about, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Nice. Okay. Skipping. I know you only use pretty much Whatnot and probably eBay, but have you heard or know of any others?
Well, I've used Macari and I've used eBay quite a bit, right? But not for comics, just for other items that I sell. I really don't have too much of an input other than I absolutely, if you're doing this as a business, don't put all your eggs in one basket. But I do think that there is something to be said for putting effort into a platform or a method, whether it's listing on eBay and list, whatever quantity your goal is every day, or any of the other stagnant platforms, whether it's your own website and you're listing the stuff, putting forth the effort and the time into that and building that, because if you have your eggs in too many baskets, you're only going to have an egg in a basket, right? You're not going to have you're not going to have the full structure of your business, and you may not get the full return from that, all your efforts, right? But I personally think, from a business aspect of reselling, I think having yourself in multiple places, and basically doing a shotgun effect on it is a wise thing to do, because like Omen said, you don't want to build your mansion on rented property, which again, I do like that saying. So good job there, owner. But it's really comes down to what you want out of it, and what you're willing to put into it, and what you're wanting out of it, and that's what you need to go with. My situation is so unique that I don't like eBay. eBay is, and I meant to watch some of the new eBay live, because I haven't watched it since they first started it and I wasn't feeling it. But when I got the message of what the topic was today, I went to do that, and then I got, squirreled, and it never happened. But I know that the eBay Live was not something I was feeling. It was more like sitting in more of a silent environment, and it wasn't something I was feeling the vibe from. So it's certainly worth checking out. That's my point. And if this is something you want to do for a living and it's not just something that you want to do for a hobby, I definitely think branching out from beyond just one platform is worth worth looking into. Whether you do it or not, that's remains to be seen, between you and yourself. But certainly look at other avenues, because there's money to be made everywhere. And if your goal is to make money, then you should be looking at all avenues, not just one. That's me.
Definitely. Okay. Joey?
Okay, so there are a lot of them out there, and somebody had mentioned district. And if you don't do your due diligence and actually delve into all the aspects of what has to go on with these different sites, all right, district, you join that marketplace, you're actually paying a fee to the person who owns that marketplace.
Yeah.
That's on top of what you're paying in percentages. Okay, so really, no matter what, you got Drip Shop out there, you have District out there, you got Macari. Shortbox is another one that you got to pay certain types of fees and everything when you sell a book. You have to really do your due diligence and go through it and find out all the pros and the cons and see if it's going to be a good fit for you. Now, somebody had mentioned the other top dogs, for the bigger books. I would say that the average seller really isn't going to go and do those sites. So you got to be looking for something that's relatively within your range as far as something goes like that. So Drip Shop is another place. It's not as upbeat and fun. It's a really low down place to go. You can have, as long as you can get your people to go in there. But the support on Drip Shop, and I can attest to that because I've been on there, for the comic side is non-existent. All right. So everybody complains about Whatnot and all this other stuff. But I was talking to Flat Earth Santa before, and I had mentioned that I still think that the pros outweigh the cons on Whatnot, of what happens and what they do. Yeah, don't put all your eggs in one basket. All right. See what's out there that you can, do relatively easy. I mean, Macari is easy to get on. They were once charging an insertion fee for everything that you listed, but they don't do that anymore. Why not somewhere else? Yeah. Well, I mean, just do me a favor, and if you are going to go look in, do your due diligence and go through all the aspects of what they offer and what they don't offer. Okay. Yep. And the fees are very, very important. So you got to make sure, because there are sites that'll charge you almost double of what Whatnot charges you.
eBay does damn near charge double.
Well, if it's on the
eBay's like 25%. It's ridiculous.
That's on the non-live side.
Yeah, we're going to be talking about the pricing and stuff when we get to the next topic.
So what I'm saying, do your due diligence and just look at it. You can get all the reviews you want if you do your research.
Yep, and I think I might put something together like an info sheet with the breakdown of some of the information from all the different sellers and what's But Punisher, you've been looking at different stuff. What's
real quick? If you do want to work on something like that, I'll split it with you, so we can tackle like different marketplaces and put together like a PDF.
Sure. Cool. Nice.
I got you on that too, because I've been on a couple of them already.
Awesome. Punisher, what's your take?
Well, there's different options here. You could start with boots on the ground. I mean, I am pretty sure I can tell you from my area and things I look within an hour, almost every single weekend now, there's a small con that you could set up, probably a booth for 75 bucks, something like that. That's one way you could go get out there. There's probably flea markets around. You could hold yard sales, stuff like that. That's a little bit of a boots on the ground if you're trying to get stuff out there. I think whatnot, like Joey said, it way outweighs than a lot of the other places. A lot of other places, they're different stuff. I think we need to all realize that comics is such the tiny, tiny part of whatnot. I can give you a perfect example. You go into a lot of the other categories, like the storage room categories. You go into video game categories. You'll see 200 and 300 people in those rooms. You could go into a comic category where they're giving away a 181, Hulk 181, and you'll see 120 people. So that should tell you something right there. I could tell you that somebody that drops stuff off in my office every single day, she started Whatnot in January. She has over 5,000 followers and sells every day. You know what she sells? Clothes. She gets a bundle of clothes for $52, goes on Whatnot, sells them for I'm talking about a truckload full of clothes with tags on it. She started it, quit her job, and just starts doing this daily. I don't know, $400, $600 a show, only on for 2 hours, has 100 some people in her room, had just started in January. So you got to remember, comics is that collectible side that, we all love it, everything else like that. But the more you go out, if you want to make money, you want to do stuff, you might have to look outside of the comic world. You might have to go into the storage room. You might have to go to the clothing or something if you're looking to make money on this and use this as a career job, whatever. If you're
I
looking for the
agree.
comic side of it, you got to deal with the highs and lows of this. I mean, it's just one of those markets that, yeah, we all love it and everything, but not everybody does. You can see it by the total and numbers. You look at all the categories when you go up and you hit the comic thing, you'll see it on a Saturday morning, 453 people. You'll see it on a Saturday night, 2,000 people. You go to the storage unit place, you see 150,000 people.
Exactly.
So that's where the money's going. So I'm just saying is, if you think you could still sell comics, you can venture yourself out. But if you're just putting all your eggs in the basket, as you guys said, in just comics, then you're only going to get out of just what comics sell at that time. As other platforms, of course, you could do eBay, you could do all that. There's fees, everything. And plus, Whatnot wasn't even a thing 10 years ago. So we don't know what's going to be the next 10 years, 5 years. We don't know if Amazon's going to buy Whatnot out. There's always somebody taking somebody out. Look at Silicon Valley. Look at all this stuff. We never know what's going to happen. We just know that from this point, if you're going to do nothing but comics, you got to expect what the comic crowd's going to bring you at that time. If you want to make a lot more money, you want to do stuff, you want to hustle, you want to get the big followers, you want to get over, you got to be able to sell other items, maybe have a variety. You sell clothes this day, you sell video games this day, you sell comics this day. I'm just saying that's how you're going to build a super following and everything, but you got to put in the work. This girl comes to work every single day. She goes on a show 2.5 hours. She gets her stuff packed and she drops that stuff off the same day. And that money is in her bank account and she is done. So she gets the next day, her clothes come in, she sorts it. She gives her son a tip. She lets her son get all the tips from the show and he sorts and puts it into different boxes. She listened to me, did all flat rate boxes to make it simple. There's no measuring, there's no weighing, nothing. All those clothes go in there, bam, done. I'm just saying this. So you got to be able to expand that way. Just don't think in the comics if you're looking at doing this and make some big money.
Yep, I totally agree.
Totally agree.
You're not correct, but I totally agree.
Yes.
You got to throw that in. Had to throw that in. But yeah, no, I mean, diversifying the categories is huge. I mean, people ask me how I found my success on Whatnot, and it's because I diversified my categories. So if, again, just comics isn't working out for you, it's going a little slow, pick up a box of trading cards, a booster box or something like that, and try to throw that fun in there little by little. And you'll definitely see that growth and transformation in your channel.
Well, there's quite a few that people didn't bring up, and it's Tawny sorta touched on it in the chat. It depends on certain things. It also depends on the type of books that you and the inventory that you have. Like you could do TikTok with the new modern stuff and the craziness because that's where most of the people and your customers are going to be are probably on TikTok. So you're going to use something like TikTok. Being able Alien had brought it up, being able to have a centralized place, whether it be Shopify or some other database that you control that can manipulate to all these other platforms, makes things easier so you can diversify and get to more places at the same time without doing double, triple, quadruple the work. Do it with the same amount of work and just do it everywhere.
And I think in 2026, if I was a new seller, that's where I would start is Shopify. Given the integration now to Whatnot, that's huge. You just start there, list your products there, and then you could just check out all the marketplaces on there.
Yeah, they're also integrating with eBay also.
Yep. Yeah, so there you go. Yeah, so I mean, there's that. YouTube's another one. We're on YouTube, and trust me, claim sales go crazy on here at times. It just comes down to the following. If you've got a following and you've got something, whether let's say you're a gamer and you've got lots of people either on Twitch or YouTube or whatever, they follow you, use that to your advantage too. I mean, use your followings to funnel the people to the things that you're looking to sell. I mean, it's just I don't know how else to describe it.
Part of the problem is people want that instant gratification. They want that instant success. They think they just pop on and bam, it's going to automatically happen. They don't want to put the work in.
Yes.
Yeah, unfortunately, you can't. I mean, there will be the odd person that just has that lightning in a bottle magic that it will work. Don't get me wrong. You can find examples of it, but it's definitely not the norm. I agree with your point.
That's a unicorn.
Not with you. Sorry, Veronica.
That's a unicorn you're talking about.
Hey, I want to give an analogy about that. Okay. One of the biggest wrestlers of all time is Stone Cold Steve Austin. If you know anything about Stone Cold Steve Austin, he came up as Stunning Steve Austin, and he was the Taskmaster, and he was this, and he was that. He wasn't known as Stone Cold. He didn't sell out arenas and become one of the biggest stars of all time just instantly. It took time. It took that certain thing for him to become the star he was. So it's happened for over and over. Even Hulk Hogan did not start out that way.
Yep.
So I'm just saying, even if you use that as an analogy, it doesn't happen instantly.
Stone Cold had to, when he got hurt, had to figure out a persona that would allow him to do what he would do.
Correct.
That's when he would. Yeah. So I mean,
he got fired by WCW. And he went to ECW, and all of a sudden he came in. Even when he came in first, he was known as the Taskmaster and all this. And it wasn't until he had that breakthrough moment and decided to say something at the King of the Ring that it took off and he became the star he was.
Yep. So do your work. If you continue to do things, it may not pay off, but as long as you're moving forward, it's working for you. As long as you're moving forward, it may be inches by inches, but as long as you see progress, it works.
Rome wasn't built in a day, baby.
Yeah.
I was even thinking about taking my car, putting some boxes in the back, and go hanging out in the parking lot and selling them.
Seriously, why not? Punisher brought this up, and you know what? This is where a lot of I've got a show coming up, not this weekend, but the next weekend. My table is already with pre-sales of people that are just going to come and buy off me as soon as they get to the little convention. I've already paid for my table 6 times over, and I haven't even set up yet.
That's cool.
So
Wow.
I mean, the little things like that.
Real contracts, like real.
Yeah. They've already
Real bids,
they've already
like
paid.
you've got real.
They've already paid for the books.
Yeah.
They're coming to pick them up at the Monte Casino show. Well, Alien knows, he's been to the Monte Casino show.
Yeah. They're trying to meet you. Like,
yeah.
One
So
of those Canadian places.
yeah. It's in Toronto. It's all comics. That's all it is. It's what, about 40 to 60 vendors. Alien.
You know, they all post those.
Yep. Yeah. You just post. You just put up a.
Yeah. Sorry. I also kind of wanted to mention. Sorry. Go ahead.
No, you're good, Alien. You're up.
And those shows like that are great because you can sell books. Yes, I've been at some bigger shows setting up in a booth, and let me tell you what, we're a pimple on your ass in that size of a show. There are many, many famous people there. So setting up in those smaller type of shows are great, especially if you're looking to sell and move stuff.
Yeah, I was going to say CNBC has the Disruptor 50. It's like all these companies that are, basically disrupting all these businesses, right? And their number one is like SpaceX and like OpenAI is number 2 kind of thing. But I noticed that Whatnot was number 9. So Whatnot is actually really making a name for itself. I feel like it will IPO soon. So it will have a little bit more exposure to investors and it'll be more kind of mainstream, if you will. And plus, to Punisher's point, what'll happen next is who knows, right? The next big thing that'll come around that platform. And to, jump on Omen's point, Shopify does have these great plugins, and if you can guarantee your sale to your website, you're going to make the maximum amount of money because then you control most of that sale. Of course, you have to pay a little bit to your Shopify and all that, but you pay it as a monthly fee rather than per listing. And that said, the fees for the other sites, that's what I wanted to mention. This is fees for the other sites are like 20-25%. I think Whatnot is a little bit more competitive than that. I feel like Whatnot, I get a pretty good deal. What Joey said, it's pretty good for its money. What you get, what you put in, what you get out. And yeah, sorry, I'm going off on a tangent, but I did want to mention that it was on this Disruptor 50 list.
Nice. Well, we've been saying, I think from even the beginning of the Whatnot Why Nots, when it was just me and Pilsner and maybe a couple other people, we were talking about that we knew they were going IPO. We could see it.
We're already trading like private market, I think 250 to 300 a share.
Yeah.
Right.
So okay, so we're going to move on to
for Whatnot or SpaceX.
For Whatnot. Whatnot is being privately traded already in some like private sectors for like 250 a share.
Awesome. I'm excited.
Cool. All right, we're going to move on to topic number 2. This one was going to be big. I kind of figured only do 2 this week because this one's going to be a lot of people are going to want to know about it, and the 2 people that know the most are the 2 people, Omen and Joey. They took the training, they went through everything for eBay Live. Omen notified me. He showed me a couple things. And I thought it'd be an awesome topic to talk about and to do a follow up in a couple weeks after they do their own show. Sorry, Veronica. What?
I'm sorry, I coughed.
Oh,
So the name of the show now is Whatnot and whatever the fuck else we come up with.
yeah,
Yes.
it's whatnot
Oh, this is
slash
great
whatever kind of thing. Why not? We're just gonna call it why not now.
else.
There we go.
But no, I wanted to give people the information to say, hey,
Why not?
yeah, like
This is why
Whatnot
not.
Why not?
is
You
your
know.
centralized place. Great community, but there's also, as Omen said, don't make it your primary source. So I'm going to go with Joey first. Tell us about what you experienced with the eBay Live and the training and everything you've done so far.
Okay, so it's not that easy to get started. You have to really, really be persistent. Am I right, Omen?
Yeah, definitely takes some time.
Yeah. So I mean, you have to go and fill out the application first, and they were backlogged, I think, up to 6 weeks. So you had to wait, but they sent me an email, you know, pertaining to, getting on there and stuff. I never heard back from them. Then I got an email from another person, never heard back from them. So then I was emailing them at least 2 to 3 times a week to get it. So it finally happened. But you go through, I had a 1 hour, maybe a 30-minute to 45-minute Zoom meeting with one person. And after you have the Zoom meeting with them, you got to go in to do workshops 1 and 2 with these 2 other ladies, Amanda and Gail. But I'm going to tell you something. The one thing that I did see that I really, really liked is that they vet their people. Okay? Like Whatnot used to do. So it's not like you're just going to get on there. If they don't like you, they're not going to let you do it. So you got to be honest and truthful and everything like that. But going through the workshops were very, very informative, so that you don't have to, go searching around and what Whatnot is doing now. You get on there and they tell you to go read the policies, then you got to figure everything out on your own. They went through step by step in the first workshop what you got to do, in the second workshop what you got to do. And then they gave you homework in the first workshop, what you have to do. And then they want you to do a test run within 7 days with your advisor. Okay. And people are very friendly and they're very upfront about everything. And I just happened to say, let's see what happens. It's just another avenue for us to go to. And I guess word of mouth could help other people get into, which is a good thing. But I guess we got to see where it goes. I enjoyed the environment. There's one thing that they don't do. They don't do buyer giveaways or giveaways. Okay, so there's no setup for that. But they do have a whatchamacallit?
It's a penny drop.
Preset chat comments that you can just click and keep on doing it. And then they have also a scrolling screen that you could put in there like OBS.
Like a marquee.
Yeah, like a marquee. So it's OBS type that it'll scroll across the screen. You can have moderators, but they have to be, you have to add them to your team in order to be a moderator. Okay, so that's another thing. It's very easy to set up the shows. I just set up my show. I got a test drive tomorrow that I'm doing with my advisor, just to see, if there's anything I should be doing or that I'm not doing correctly or what they're looking for and everything like that. So they stand by you 100% until you graduate after 10 shows. So that's another good thing. Okay.
Oh, okay. All right.
Almost got a
Mr.
lot more.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, there was a lot of good that came out of it. It was nerve-wracking at first, and you kind of get intimidated at first, but I feel like that's kind of their tactic to vet you and make sure that you're serious about this. So just to kind of briefly walk you guys through the process, like Joey said, you start off with submitting your application. Mine personally took 3 months until I heard back, and I got a random call one day. It was a missed call. I get a voicemail. It's eBay. Hey, we're going to try to contact you one more time before we close your application. Fortunately, I did answer the second call, and we had an interview on the spot. I was approved and scheduled my 2 workshops, number 1 and 2, for the same day. After completing the second training, you get access to your live dashboard, and you can set up your shipping settings, your lives, all of that. The big key difference is there's no flat rate shipping like we do the 921 Max. eBay doesn't have that, but from what I've gathered, when I asked the instructors this, they made it seem like their buyers don't really care about their shipping prices. It just seems like eBay's domain. I mean, it's kind of the norm with eBay, so it seems that buyers there are more accustomed to paying elevated shipping fees, no matter what those are. And then I'm just going to read the bullet points I sent Santa with, the big key things that stuck out to me compared to Whatnot. Number 1 being that you can send a newsletter to buyers every 2 weeks. That's huge. Your new inventory, your show setup, whatever. It's a game changer in my opinion, and Whatnot should definitely take advantage of that. On top of that, you can send out a weekly schedule to your to people that save you as a seller, and that brings in even more traffic if people know your weekly schedule. You can also create seller groups to market accordingly. So I can create a group called Spider-Man, and it could be all of my Spider-Man fans, so that when I have a Spidey show, I can boost it out to them. That would be a huge feature on Whatnot. You control all shipping, and you can charge overages if needed. Let's say you're, top loading something, or let's say you're a glass seller and have to, package something extra. eBay gives you that control to charge more than just the original shipping. It all goes through you. So I really like that as well. You can set your own handling time. So, it could be, I think it was up to 4 days handling.
3 business days.
3 business days. Thank you, Joey. But yeah, so between the 1 and 3, I mean, that transparency between buyers and sellers is also huge. And then dedicated live seller support. Like, what the frick, Whatnot? Come on. eBay has dedicated live seller support, so your max wait time is, it shows you the wait time on there. It'll be 2 to 4 minutes for either a chat or a callback. If needed, those agents will create a ticket for you, and the response time on those tickets are then 24 to 48 hours. So your wait time is already cut there with support issues, and I really like that. And like Joey touched on, once you finish your trainings, you're kind of in like a probationary period with your advisor for those 10 shows. After those 10 shows, they actually connect you with a account manager who you can run your ideas by. So like, let's say I want to do a Spider-Man show and I create a thumbnail and need ideas for promotions or things like that. I can reach out to that account manager and get, confirmation or validation or, tips and pointers, tricks, which is a huge point. So that, along with the 8% flat fees on eBay, I do think that I may end up trying a majority of my shows there for the time being, and of course keep my community on Whatnot and do maybe like 2 to 3 shows a week on Whatnot, and just ride it out and see how it goes. But I'm really excited to take this along with Joey and report back to you guys and help the community out with making the right decision on which platform is better for you.
Yeah. One thing I just have to add: if you're not already coming to Terrificon to see Punisher and Soda Pop and everybody else that's coming out, and the Baileys and whatnot, come out, come by the booth, because I'm dropping the beta test for the stuff for Whatnot that you were talking about having your newsletters and all that stuff that is also categorized, that you can put your people in categories. So you can say, oh, okay, well, these are horror people, these are whatever people, these are horror and uh you know, Superman people, and whatever. You can make up as many as you want, you can put them in the groups, and you can specify and send out blasts based upon that. So that's the first tool that's coming out, beta test. There's also a couple more as well.
They got to put you on
Coming
payroll.
at Terrificon. They should. Like, let's face it. But well, that's because then I'd hack everybody. But I mean, like, come on.
It's check their payroll.
Yeah. But yeah. So awesome. Thank you. So I've got questions. That what do question? I'm going to go to each person. If you've got a question about eBay Live, or your comment and what you think about eBay Live and what you've seen and what you think you're going to do. So let's go with Alien, because I know you use eBay. So,
And good or bad, I mean, I'm happy to hear any like criticisms too, so that I can go into it, you know, even more open-eyed.
Awesome, guys. Thank you so much for that breakdown. I too applied to eBay Live years ago when it first started. I never heard back. I ended up going to Whatnot instead, and I've been there since 2024. I want to say January. Look, this eBay Live, it really sounds like they're really vetting you. That's the takeaway I got back from you guys here. So they really have an invested process to make sure they don't have jokers. Basically, they have real sellers. And I have questions too. Like, you have to. I'm not going to go on to those now, because one of them is, do they have Canadians? I don't know if they're allowing that yet, but nonetheless, I'm very excited to hear. They do. Excellent. They do. Okay, great. Because I've been on eBay since 2012, I want to say, and I have a really good rating. I've never had anything wrong, so I kind of want to just explore it too. And it gives me confidence that they vet you, but at some point that's a little intimidating too. 10 shows to go through, basically like an interview process. It's kind of what I took away
you're
from
already
it.
vetted at that point. It's more so just like a helping hand. I might have misspoke there, but you're not like on trial or anything like that. It's just more so, again, like the helping hand. Do you need any tips and things like that? Because as Joey mentioned, you don't have mods there, so they're kind of like your mod per se. You can have a mod by adding them to your team, but by adding someone to your team, you give them access to all of like your inventory settings, things like that. So that's something that I just won't be pursuing there.
Excellent. Yeah, the 8% fee is amazing. I mean, that right away is very competitive, I'm sure, with Whatnot. But yeah, it's great, guys. I'm really excited about this. Finally, we're expanding our live stream capability to another platform. Yeah, I'll pass it on to the next panelist.
Okay. Veronica, any questions you've got for Joey or Omen, or anything that you've experienced that that you want to tell people?
I actually had the chance. I know somebody who does eBay Live, so I've seen it up close and personal. But and I've also watched them live from home, so I've bought stuff from just to see how it works. But I mean, I think we've kind of just talked about the pros and cons I see so far. I mean, the pros, it's built into the massive eBay ecosystem. I know some people don't like it. They don't want to sell there. The fees this, the fees that. I've been doing it since 1998. And it's gone up and up and up like everything else. So you just have to change gears and deal with it if you want to remain on eBay. That's all there is to it. And now it's all about ads. So I think it was it you punished? Somebody said it was 25% to sell there. If you use ads, it is. It's definitely going to be 25 or more. So, buyers already have the established accounts, payment methods, all that good stuff. Stronger long-term collective trust for a lot of people because they like eBay. They trust eBay. For whatever reason, they trust them. Listings can continue. This is an eBay Live isn't just eBay in particular. You know, so you have the long listings. So you have that, and if you're doing that, and you can add the live to it, then you have that impulse buying. I call it impulse buying, those short auctions. And some of it's FOMO. But let's not talk about FOMO right now. The cons. Less party atmosphere. I mean, Joey. Talking to you.
Excuse me?
No,
live
definitely.
culture.
I feel that culture is something I'm afraid of.
The live culture is anywhere, though. And the chat community engagement isn't as strong on eBay, I've noticed, than is on whatnot. Less gamified excitement. I guess that's where it stems from, is the gamified excitement that you get on whatnot. So you're not going to get that on eBay. So they just walk you through things for 10 shows. Is that what I think I got from you guys?
Yep.
Okay, so man, I guess that's just the eBay protecting eBay. Kind of makes sense. I would do it if I owned a multi-billion-dollar company.
I mean, sure. I get it.
It can be intense, and you know, every seller has to figure out what works for them.
Also, one thing that Joey brought up in a conversation earlier was, I think it was something like, was it your first 300 or 200 listings on eBay Live you get free, but then you have to pay for every listing after that, but you get those numbers back when you sell?
You pay for listings that don't sell.
Yeah, so you get 250. You get 250 free listings
a month.
Okay, depending on the actual store that you have. Some may be 500, some may be 10,000, depending on which option you go with. So I will get 250 listings free, no insertion fee, no nothing. If I go above and 251, so from 251, I'm going to get charged. Not literally charged right then and there. It goes on your account. Okay? So if I list another 10, I will get charged for 10 listings. But if 10 of those listings sells, I will get refunded for those listings. If 5 sell, I'll only have to pay for 5 insertion fees.
Okay.
Okay.
Punisher, any questions or, you know, things that you want to talk about the eBay Live?
First of all, Joey and Omen, I wish you the best of luck, my friends. I hope it's a great success for you guys, and I hope it's definitely another platform and people get to see you two amazing people on that platform.
Appreciate
That's not what you said to me last night.
Joey, shut your mouth. That's the only time you're ever going to hear something nice out of me.
Take it and run, Joey. Take it and run.
Best of luck, guys. That's
Joey, you get one a year and you just ruined it. Thanks.
That sounds more like Punisher's like, I'm putting you out to pasture. Good luck.
Old Yeller's going out there on eBay Live.
Old Yeller.
So I want to make sure people understand the shipping thing with this. where you could set the shipping and you control the shipping. We hear a lot of shipping issues from Whatnot because they don't have it set up right. When you do the shipping, it could cost more. Listen, if you want a certain item and you try to balance it per shipping, it's all in the total cost. The reason why we get away with the 921 is because the postal service and Whatnot have struck the deal, just like Walmart and Amazon have strike deals with the postal service to get that lower rate, because the post office exclusively uses the postal service. They can offer that discount rate. eBay doesn't have that because this on most eBay places you can ship it any way you like. I mean, people can do options of different things. So that's why the shipping thing could be a little different. I think I know exactly why eBay does. They want to not only vet you, they don't want to have the garbage pail kids of sellers on their app, where you could go on Whatnot right now, no matter what group, and see just people sitting there, people not doing anything. Not They want people that are actually selling. They want people to come to their platform to come buy, because think about it, every time you sell something, they make money. Whatnot doesn't make shit off people sitting there doing nothing, and they're just sitting there. So I definitely understand why they're doing it. Plus, they also feel that they are going to give you the best chance to succeed if we get you in this direction. The only thing that I would have a question about is this person that's my advisor. I would like to know exactly, because all of us here have different ways we sell. All of us here have different ways we do our shows. What kind of experience does this person have, or are they like a one trick pony? Like, this is how you should do it. This is how you should do it. If that was the way that it worked for everybody, I just don't feel like our personalities, the way we sell, the way we do things are totally different, and we're all successful in our own ways. Will that work?
Great point.
So that's the only question I do have on that. I understand it's their point of view, but if that works for Joey, for example, but it may not work for Punisher. So, because Punisher does things differently. We definitely have different personalities. Joey's old. I'm, a young stallion. I get it. So,
Oh my gosh.
so you see, Punisher's got to put it in there. Anyway, the point is I wish the best for you. I've always wished the best for you guys. I want you guys to go in there and kill it. And if you guys ever need anything, you know who to call.
One thing that Punisher brought up, he's not right, but he's correct.
It's definitely not right.
No, definitely not right. Is the fact of that eBay is making sure that you don't have somebody just sitting there, because people need to learn the cost involved to stream 1080p and sometimes 4K.
4K.
Yeah, what it actually costs to do that. That's why I'm creating the tools that I'm creating to be able to work with any platform. That's IG, that's YouTube, that's Whatnot, that's whatever, is the idea, because I don't want to deal with the streaming part of it. It is the most expensive, other than the cost of your employees and when you've done it. But last person to ask questions. Or
real quick, I just wanted to add on your point. One I forgot to mention is they really monitor your lives, so you're definitely not allowed to play copyrighted music, and you're also not allowed to have a dead stream. If you're sitting there like these sellers do on Whatnot and have check the bin, send offers, and there's nobody on screen, after 30 minutes of inactivity, you're taken offline. If it's a repeated offense, you're taken off of the platform entirely. I really wish Whatnot would implement something similar to avoid those, dead, no streamer shows.
Just having an AI do that and would save them so much money. But anyways, Skippin, you've got the last word on the subject. What have you got? What questions might you have, or statements that to a new seller, maybe why they might like eBay Live as well as Whatnot?
I've got nothing. I really have. I have
You got
literally,
nothing.
I have literally just sat back and been absorbing what y'all have been saying, and I am really excited for Joey and Omen. And please let me know when you have your shows. I would like to be there.
Yeah,
and
we'll send you QR codes.
And I would like to support both of you guys in this venture. I would like to hear more, and because it's something that I would consider doing, maybe outside of the comic category with like my glass and my gemstones and stuff like that. I'm definitely interested in it. I'm gonna, for my comics, I'm certainly gonna ride the wave with Whatnot as far as that goes. And unless something changes in my life where I decide to make comics a long-term thing for me, because I love this community, right? And I just, my interest is not there as far as the comics go. Like, you guys have that passion, and I love that about you guys. And I have passions in other areas. And so I'm seriously interested, and I'm in awe, and I'm listening to it, and it has, thank you for sharing, because it has opened my eyes to a possibility of something that it may be a direction I may want to choose to do on a serious level for long term. So yes, please report back. Please share with us. Please let us know how it goes, the bad, the goods, the bads, the ugly, and
Definitely.
good luck. Good luck. Sincerely, good luck. And I hope that it is everything that you hope it's going to be, and more, and more. Sorry, I don't have no better question, or don't have any real questions or any real input, but I'm excited for you guys. That's my input. I'm excited for you guys, and I'm eager to learn and watch you guys grow, and hopefully eBay helps you guys grow in that aspect of it. Thank you for sharing with me.
Without UT, so thank you.
Yeah, I'm proud of you guys for taking the steps, and thankful that you're sharing those steps with us.
Are we going to be singing Kumbaya here soon?
Yes.
Yeah, we got to eat together.
Everybody hold hands.
Anybody does have questions, feel free to reach out. I'm an open book through this process. I love to eat together. I'm not a gatekeeper, so I'm an open book. By all means, reach out, ask questions. I'm happy to help.
Awesome. Well,
I do have one question for somebody who is not eBay savvy. Where would a person go to sign up for this?
I'll send you the info.
I don't need the info. I already know where it's at. I'm talking about for someone who doesn't know. I am helping the new seller who may not have the eBay experience.
Okay, I'll shut up. Don't worry about it.
eBay Live help. eBay Live selling. And once you Google eBay Live selling, the first link that pops up will lead you to the website with all the information. You scroll down about halfway on the website. There's a button that says I'm interested. You click that, log into your eBay account, and you can fill out the application.
Thank you. I was trying to put some value added to it.
I'll add the link to the description in the show notes, or Great. In the description for the show as well.
Perfect.
Nice. There we go. All right. Well, we're going to that really. I'm glad we had the shortened down amount of topics. I think it really was good this week. we're going to go around the horn and everybody say what they've got coming up, especially on Whatnot, since it is actually Whatnot, Why Not? What you've got coming up, any cool shows you've got coming up, where people can find you on socials and the like. So let's start with Alien Warrior.
First of all, thanks guys for having me. Again, Flat Earth, this is your 36th episode. Amazing, dude. This is really helping out everybody. And I enjoy it every week. Humbled that you invite me. Thanks guys, and for having me again. And basically we're on Wednesday nights, guys. I just had a show before here and had sold a bunch of keys. We have lots of rare books. Come and look for the weird, the hardest to find stuff. You're going to find that on my website, aliencomics.ca. You can always message me on Whatnot or through Shopify on my website. You can find me at Alien Warrior 75 on X as well as Whatnot. Thanks again, guys, and we'll see you next time.
Awesome. Veronica, where can they find you? What have you got coming up for shows and all that nice jazz?
But just Whatnot, right?
Oh no, you can everywhere. It's where
okay,
people can find you on Instagram, YouTube. It doesn't matter. Everywhere, you know.
Okay, so I'll probably do a show Friday. I'll probably mix some more in Archie. Right. I gotta show my Archie. You never know. But it'll be the typical show, just me and my books, and having a good time chatting with everybody. And June 3rd, I will be releasing my very first episodes on YouTube, here on YouTube. Excuse me.
Oh, congratulations.
So I have been working on content, and I am going to be doing 2 shows at first, and then I'll probably do some lives in between them, and that are just focus on the books. Cool. And and then maybe later, if anybody wants to, hey, I'll come on there with you. But we're gonna have to watch the French online.
Nice. And
I'm talking to you, Punisher. But yes, I enjoy and Omen. Good luck with that.
Thank you.
I don't think I'm gonna do it quite yet. I have the YouTube thing that I'm doing, so I don't want to stretch myself too thin. And this has been taking about 14 hours a week already of my time. So, and it's gonna be more.
Good
I know when it gets started. So I hope that you guys like it. It's gonna be horror, or it's gonna be comic books, but a lot of horror stuff I've added to it. Thanks to some of my friends and Whatnot that I've met, wonderful, beautiful people. Like Daniel's Punisher, shout out to Filthy and Tom for putting the raid train together. I certainly had fun. Punisher, were you there? Did you see my show?
I think Punisher.
I was around. I was bouncing all over the place all weekend.
Okay, so you didn't get to see it. That's fine. I'm gonna upload it to you too.
Just taking names.
Yeah. You don't show up to my show.
You're gonna learn real quick. Blame Punisher is a Whatnot tradition.
Yes.
Okay. It's a YouTube one now.
It's continuing on.
I hope all of you get to see and enjoy. Maybe you'll like it, maybe you don't, but definitely tell me, because I have thick skin. It's okay. Don't worry if you don't like it. Someone, not my thing. Okay, I get it.
Cool. All right. We're going to go to Mr. Joey. What have you got coming up?
First of all,
find you?
Mr. Flat Earth Santa, thank you again for inviting me. I enjoy this very much. I look forward to it every week and seeing everybody. I love all you guys, man. You make my day every week. So thank you for that, everybody. Tomorrow, I have a What's in the Box $2 claim show Friday night at 7 p.m., I got my 9K Family Members Appreciation Show with surprise sets and 2 buyer giveaways, which are Power Hour Villains box sets. So they're not cheap sets. So I'm giving away some good shit. And then I got my rest of my shows set up. You can find me on Instagram. It's Joey DWW1. On TikTok, it is now JJ-Collectibles. You can find me on Facebook, and sooner or later, you will find me on eBay. So, and I appreciate all your well wishes, and I thank you for that. And I will send you guys a QR code that you can just scan and just go right to the show. I don't need you guys to come in and buy anything. I'm just looking for you guys to come with the support, just to hang out and have fun. You know, that's what it's all about.
Well,
Maybe walk to your shed like I own it.
Yeah, like that.
You know, like I said, we're just looking for other avenues in case, you know, things don't work out somewhere along the line. I'm not leaving. I'm staying. I'm still doing shows on Whatnot, but, you know.
Diversifying. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mr. Punisher, where can people find you? Oh, geez. ACDC.
Joey.
Sorry.
Volume control.
Do not disturb. It works. Punisher, where can people find you? What have you got going on?
All right, Punisher Rider will be returning May 30th on Back on Whatnot for my once a month show. Also, August 7th is right around the corner. Terrific Con, Punisher Rider, and Surtur, and Flat Earth Santa, the Soda Pops, Miss Surtur, the Baileys, possibly Skipping Stones, Critical Hits, you name it. The NWO will be there. It's going to be a blast. Me and Surtur have an amazing exclusive that we are going to be bringing to you. It will be the 3rd book in the FU series. And we hope you guys are going to be blown away by it. It's going to be a lot different than you think. Next thing I want to talk about really quick, you can get Punisher Rider 1 on Instagram. And for some reason, my Instagram has been blowing up. I'm getting like 20 people a day trying to get in my private Instagram, and which is great. I mean, it's cool. But thank you. But one thing I definitely want to talk about is me and Critical Hits have been busting our asses along with Sir Jesus, Hole in One, Surtur, and Forgasm to create the last cast. And the last cast will be out in about 3 weeks. It is our book, and we are playing ourselves as our own characters. It's very, very exciting. Critical Hits brought the idea to us, and we have all joined aboard. On top of that, Skipping Stones will be making an appearance in book 2, along with Purple Yoda, Slims, Miss Surtur, and I'm going to break the news tonight. Flat Earth Santa will be in book 2.
I wanted to wait till it came out.
Wow.
I wanted it to be a
well, the thing about it is your name was put on the back of the book, so I am going to break the news. Anyway, okay. I'm not going to say any more about Flat Earth Santas, but I will tell you that a lot of people have been finding out before the book's even been released, and we have been inviting people from Whatnot to get an opportunity to play themselves in a comic book. So this has been really a community building kind of comic that we have decided to keep going with. And I want to thank Critical for starting this thing off. I could tell you that we put a lot of hours into it to make it great. And the story, I feel, is absolutely amazing. We're having a lot of fun with it. We're happy that we get to bring people in that we have met on Whatnot and know. So if you are interested, just message out to Critical Hits or myself. Just to let you know, if you do come in, you will probably be playing a villain, and you probably won't make it past 1 book, but you'll still get your opportunity to be in the book.
I love that.
Besides that,
Oh, I
it's
want to be a
been it.
villain.
Well, you know,
There you
we don't
go.
always get choices. So So I could tell you that it's absolutely a lot of fun. I think a lot of people there's not going to be a whole lot of copies, but it's about doing something that nobody else is doing, and that's what Punisher Rider and Surtur and Critical and Hole in One's all about. And we're excited to do it. So again, Punisher Rider, you know where to find me, and you know damn right you're going to get it straight from me. So again, thank you guys, everyone. Veronica, welcome on board for your first show, and Alien, obviously the best Canadian on the panel, and Skippin, love you to death. Omen,
Thanks, buddy.
Joey, I wish you guys the best. And
Thank
Flat
you.
Earth, you can kiss my ass.
Beautiful ending.
Always.
Skip and work and yeah. I'll get to Punisher. I'll get to you when it's my turn. Skipping. Where can they find you? What have you got coming up?
So, I went and I jumped into the Instagram, and I am now skipping underscore stones underscore vintage. So you can find me on Instagram, kind of. I mean, I'm there. Whatnot, Thursday, Fridays, and Sunday. And last Sunday, I went into the estate category, and that was so much fun. I had a blast. And this week, I'm going to bring some vintage Hot Wheels to the table, as well as last week with the lunchbox. That went over really well, and I loved it, and it was so much fun. And so I'm going to sell some case packs of. I think I'm going to do case packs of the Hot Wheels. If not, I'll do something where I don't know if I want to do each is on Hot Wheels, but some bundles or something like that with Hot Wheels. And I have thousands of them still on the cards. And so come out, check it out if that's something that sounds like fun for you guys. And then of course I'll be doing the comics as well. I'm down to about 30-ish long boxes of comics. And
I'll take them all.
You can have them all. I can have my house back, or part of my house back. No, as I go though, next weekend is Memorial Weekend, and I want to shout out to our veterans, and say that thank you all for your service.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And I hope that everyone takes a moment on Monday to reflect, and for all the sacrifices that have been made for us as Americans and Canadians. We love you guys too.
Hey, speak for yourself.
Our neighbors to the north. I love my neighbors. My neighbors are great. And I just want to say thank you. Take the moment to say thank you. And I want to say thank you to Santa for having me again, and to each of you guys for sharing your wisdom and sharing the time with us, and everyone in the chat. Thank you as well for joining us. And I just want to say this. Tomorrow's not promised. And if tomorrow should never come, thank you for today.
Today's a gift. That's why they call it a present.
That's right. And know that each and every one of you guys has impacted my life for the better. And not that I'm going anywhere, not that I plan on going anywhere or anything like that, but just a moment of reflection, right? And I appreciate each and every one of you guys for everything that you've brought into my life, no matter what size and which level it's been. It's certainly been a pleasure. Veronica, welcome to the tribe, my friend.
Did I make you smile?
Yes, you make me smile. I love your pink.
Good.
And thank you again, each one of you guys, for sharing your wisdom and your input, your insights. It's so valuable. Today I spent more time learning than I did teaching, and it was very insightful, and I appreciate it. Thank you.
Nice. And to take it on home, Mr. Roman Bids.
Thank you again, Flat, for not only having me this week, but giving me and Joey the opportunity to share with everyone our eBay journey. Really open up the floor for that. So thank you again. Big time. And to the community for listening, chiming in with us. Can't do it without you viewers. You can find me on Whatnot and Instagram as Omen Bids, and soon on eBay. And again, I'm thankful that I have Joey to take this journey on with. Can't explain the joy of, logging onto that training and seeing Joey's face like super close to the camera, trying to read the screen. It absolutely warmed my heart. So having a partner in crime is freaking amazing. What else was I going to say? I want to shout out Veronica for, being awesome. I had a chance to pop in her show for a very, very brief moment while working yesterday, and I loved her style, loved her groove, and she was really doing her thing. Shout out to all the new sellers out there. Keep rocking it. Keep asking those questions. Reach out to me or any of these panelists out here, and we're all happy to help you.
See, now almost got me all emotional again.
No, I appreciate you, fam. It was a great show. I mean, I fill so many shoes. I'm a college student. I'm a travel agent, and I now sell on Whatnot. So my favorite pair of shoes by far is, this Whatnot pair. So thank you all for making this possible, and, being a source of entertainment and escape for me, during the busyness of school and work and all that fun stuff.
Cool. And I guess I will do the last.
Time to go.
Yeah, well, I am the second best Canadian on this panel. Actually, I went into the Alien show earlier today. I'm like, yes, I need a book to get me from number two Canadian to past you to number one Canadian. Yeah, no. We've got obviously we've got bragging rights every Monday nights, 8 p.m. Eastern. 3 contestants come on the show, and you show the books. The chat gets to decide who wins. It's a lot of fun. We need more people signing up to be on the show. I mean, get more people, get involved. Tell your friends, tell your pastor, tell your, I don't care who, tell your
ex-girlfriend.
Tell your lawyer. Tell your yeah. Well, why not? Tell them anyways. Tell your lawyer. Tell your dentist. Tell your doctor. Tell your whatever. It don't matter. Just get them on. Tell them. Get them on there. Come on. They can contribute. Yeah. No. We've got that. Obviously, what not? Why not? You're listening to it now. We also have Guess the Grade, which is going to be the opposite version, where we're not actually doing a grade of books. We're showing you how to grade and how to little tips for cleaning and pressing. Coming up, that'll be probably this weekend, this Sunday, with co-host Bailey's, and Mr. Zilla is going to be a co-host as well.
Nice.
Yeah. And other than that, you can find me on Instagram. You can find me on Whatnot. You can find me on TikTok. I don't do dances. The puppet might, but I definitely don't. That's just crazy. And well, as Punisher said, I'm in a comic book. So that's just going to be fun. If you can't see me, I'm doing the Mr. Burns evil laugh with the fingers. Other than that, that's what's going on. Thank you, panel, for coming on. Veronica, thanks for coming and joining the group. It's absolutely awesome. We'll have you guys back. We'll have everybody back. We're trying to only do about 7 to 8 people, or 6 to 7 people a week. It works out perfectly that way. We'll try a little more, but yeah, everyone's always welcome here. If you haven't been asked, just kick me in the ass and go, what the fuck? Like, seriously, why haven't I been on? And it's just usually because I'm doing like 50 things and I forget. So
and if you don't want to be on, just kick them in the ass anyways.
Yeah.
So are you going to be on Monday with it being a holiday? I mean, I know it's like a Canadian holiday.
It was a Canadian holiday last week, was Monday, but I actually had to work. I was stuck at a client's and I couldn't get home in time.
I got you. But this Monday it is on.
It is absolutely on. Again, Monday was just because I was stuck at a client's and I couldn't get home in time.
Yeah, I know. I was sitting there waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. Is he backstage talking or what?
No. I just.
It's all right. I got nothing else to do with my life. You know, I'm just sitting there waiting for you.
Okay. Here's the guilt trip coming. All right.
It's all right. It's all right.
Thank you, Panel. Thank you, everyone, for coming. Omen, you're awesome. I love hacking all your computers. It's really easy. Skipping.
I doubt it.
Plus, I love, busting you about, no one else other than Power Hockey Camps gets my Buffalo references.
They're foul.
I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go grab some beef on Weck. They're like, what?
What did you say?
Grabbing what? I'm gonna take that.
I highly recommend you all try beef on Weck at least once.
Oh yeah. Skipping, thank you again. You're awesome. It's awesome that got to find you. You've been amazing. Joey, you're old. You were there. You lit the fuse on the Big Bang. So
yeah, but every time you guys ask me for information, I got to go through these friggin' tablets, and they're heavy, man.
As I said, Veronica, thank you for joining the team. It's awesome.
Thank you for having me.
Alien, you are the better Canadian. I mean, come on. I'm not gonna. I can't lie. I mean,
you're so damn polite.
Yeah, I'm too close to. Like, seriously, I'm like 5 minutes from Buffalo, New York. So it's like I've got the American traits are too much in me. I grew up with American TV. Learning, I don't even know what Celsius is anymore.
He's a borderline New Yorker.
Yeah, and Punisher Rider.
Literally,
you suck. I mean, let's face it. I mean, like, come on, man. Like, seriously. No.
He's distracted.
I'm just busting on him because it's fun. It's
I got a question for you.
Yep.
Why didn't I get an intro?
Oh,
you will.
You will. Because I was fixing what's his face's Soder's, and because I'm getting hit with copyrights. This time it wasn't because of the music. This time it was because of the video. So we're trying to figure out something good. I don't know. It was going to be something like Archie or something like that, but I didn't know. I got to test it, and thankfully I'm not monetized, or else I would have been 3 strikes and gone by now.
Oh no.
Lord.
Yeah, so I gotta play it really, really, really.
Sounds like a bunch of fucking excuses since this is why not.
We need to get Sam some more subscribers, because I did your analytics and your watch hours are way up there.
They're there. I need 3,000. So I'm like about.
You have 15,000.
Oh, for some, but no, I need more like watch hours. I've
You
got
have 15,000 watch hours.
Well, that's only when Punisher Rider comes on did they actually come on and watch.
I don't have 15,000. My my dashboard says it says right now 1,493 is
How
what
will
it
we
says.
get you some more subscribers?
Yeah.
We'll get you there.
Yeah.
So get out there, y'all. Shout
It's
him
the
out. Tell him
puppet
to go.
show that has 15,000.
Well, that's
No,
true. Everyone like,
that's it.
oh no, that's it's the live. That was the shorts. That's
The
why it's like
shorts.
50.
Yes.
Yeah, that'll be why. Yeah, because the shorts, the puppet gets crazy. He
Yes.
gets like crazy views.
My favorite is the Dalek.
No, the Dalek one. Yeah, that one's absolutely hilarious. That was actually a second take. I actually the first take we didn't record. The guy didn't hit the record button when we first did it. So that's actually the second. That's actually the second take. Yeah. Oh, the first one I think was
doing
better.
it from a phone?
Yeah, it was from a phone. Yeah.
Oh, I never get one of those fancy DSLR cameras.
I do. That's actually what I use when you see on the show. When I do whatnot, yeah, it's a Sony DV or ZV-1. It is a DSLR, little tiny thing. And I've got little what do you call it? The what the heck are they called? Where you walk around and it the gimbals.
Gimbal, yes.
Yeah, so I've got one of those. But we'll be doing more. NiagaraCon is coming up here. You can catch me the May 31st at the Monte Casino, and of course at NiagaraCon in Niagara Falls, Ontario. Pretty big con now. We'll be with Power Hockey Camps, John and Karen. They're great people. Come out if you're in the area. Come out, see us. We're a blast. Chat, we couldn't do it without you. We wouldn't do it without you. You guys make this possible. Thank you so much.
Flatty Boy.
Yes.
When's your next OnlyFans show?
Oh, it depends, buddy. I got to get some more Diddy baby oil. It's
Diddy baby oil. Lunacy will get you that.
Some viewers and subscribers, and that show will come sooner than you think, buddy.
Yeah, OnlyFans. Yeah, exactly. That's the one that. Well, I'm probably pretty sure there's probably some that probably do it on whatnot that push it that way. But yeah, thank you everybody. Thank you panel. Thank you chat. I'm gonna play us out. I'll stick backstage for a little bit. If you want to chat, you're more than welcome. Guys, thank you again. It was awesome. We had so much fun, and we will see everybody next week. And if you don't come and check out Bragging Rights, well, you're not getting Jello in your stocking this year. So, all right.
All right, guys. Take care.
Everybody, have fun.
Good night.
Thanks, everybody.
Good night.
Everybody.
Thanks, everyone.